Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something I think we all wrestle with, the consumption conundrum. We're going to unpack that really complex and, let's be honest, often frustrating relationship between the stuff we buy and how we actually feel.
So let me just ask you this, straight up. Does having more stuff, more things, truly make you happier in the long run? It seems like it should be a simple question, right? But the answer is, well, it's way more complicated than you'd think.
Because here's the crazy paradox we're all living through. I mean, think about it. Anything you could possibly want is just a tap away on your phone. We have access to more products than any other generation in history. And yet, for all of this abundance, things like stress, anxiety, and just general dissatisfaction are actually going up. So what is going on? To really get what's happening, we need to talk about something psychologists call the happiness treadmill. This idea, it really explains why that amazing feeling you get from a new purchase just seems to have such a short shelf life.
Just for a second, think back to the last time you bought something you were super excited about. Maybe it was a new phone, a cool pair of sneakers, whatever. Remember that buzz when the package finally showed up? Or when you walked out of the store with it? That little hit of excitement? Yeah, that's a real chemical thing happening. It's a dopamine rush in your brain.
Okay, now be honest with yourself. How long did that initial high really last? A week? Maybe a day? An hour? See, that's the problem. That rush is, by its very nature, temporary. It fades. And as soon as it's gone, our brain starts looking around for the next thing, the next purchase, to get that feeling back.
And this whole cycle, well, that's what experts call the consumer treadmill. We're basically running and spending, constantly chasing that next little hit of satisfaction. But we're not actually getting any closer to lasting happiness. We're just running in place.
So what's the end result of all this running? Well, for one, our homes get filled up with physical clutter. Closets overflowing, shelves just packed with stuff. But it's so much more than that. All of that stuff, it carries a mental weight too. It creates distraction and stress inside our own heads.
So, if we kind of know this treadmill isn't really getting us anywhere, why do we keep doing it? Why do we keep buying? Well, the answer is deep in the hidden psychology behind our shopping habits.
At the absolute core of so much modern marketing is one powerful, relentless message. You're not quite good enough unless you buy our product. Advertising is expertly, brilliantly designed to poke at our insecurities and create a sense of inadequacy that only a purchase can fix. It really all comes down to a few key psychological triggers. First, you've got marketing, which is designed to totally bypass our rational brain and aim straight for our emotions. Then, of course, there's social pressure. That constant need to keep up with the Joneses, which is now on steroids thanks to the perfect lives we see on social media. And finally, there's emotional spending, using retail therapy as a quick but very temporary patch for feelings like stress, boredom, or loneliness. Okay, so that's the problem, and it can feel a little grim. But here's the good news. There is a solution. There's a way off the treadmill. We're going to call it the art of unshopping. And listen, this isn't about depriving yourself. It's about making a really powerful shift from just unconscious buying to conscious choosing.
And here are 3 simple, totally doable strategies to get started. First, the 24-hour rule. You see something you want? Just wait one day. That's it. You'll be amazed how many of those impulses just evaporate. Second, before you replace something, just ask yourself, can I repair this? Can I reuse it in a new way? Can I just find a new appreciation for it? And third, and this one is huge, consciously shift your spending to invest in experiences instead of things.
And the reason this shift is so powerful, well, it comes down to a really simple contrast. Things, they give you a fleeting feeling. They create clutter. Experiences, they build lasting memories. They create connection with others. They contribute to your personal growth. I mean, the return on investment isn't even in the same league.
When we actually start choosing more consciously, something pretty amazing starts to happen. It creates this ripple effect of positive changes throughout your life. Seriously, this isn't about loss or subtraction. It's about upgrading your life in ways you might not even expect.
The rewards are just huge. A decluttered physical space actually gives your mind more clarity and focus. Spending less money leads directly to less financial stress and way more freedom. And, thinking bigger, every unnecessary purchase we decide not to make is a small win for the planet, which reduces our environmental footprint.
So all of this, it really brings us to the most important part of the whole conversation. Finding your version of enough. This is where all the theory becomes personal. Your journey starts right now, with just a single shift in how you think about things. And look, if this all feels a little overwhelming, please don't worry. You don't have to change everything overnight. The real key here is to just start small. A fantastic way to begin is with a 30-day no-buy challenge. Just try cutting out non-essential impulse purchases for 1 month and just see how you feel. Observe what happens.
And please, remember this. This is not about perfection. It's not about becoming some perfect minimalist. It's an ongoing practice. The goal isn't to never buy anything cool ever again. The goal is simply to build more awareness around your choices, to be more intentional with your money, your space, and most importantly, your attention.
So I want to leave you with this one final powerful question to ask yourself the next time you feel that urge to buy something. Just pause for a second and ask, am I really buying happiness right now, or am I just buying a distraction? The answer just might change everything for you.